All right, Coach, obviously a tough night. We know what Utah can do offensively. They really got it going in that first quarter. They just made a lot of shots, and fortunately on your side, you really weren't making any, and there was just such a big differential at the three-point arc.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job of playing just with more force. You can see right away that they were attacking. All their guys were getting into the paint, kicking out, and the difference tonight is they made threes. And I thought their shot making just deflated us a bit. It took us out of what we do offensively.
We saw Jackson for the first time in 3 games. I mean, he was outstanding very early, just making the most of his opportunity. How pleased are you?
Phenomenal. I thought that was great on his part. With limited minutes, he came in, and his effort, his energy, that's great. That's what we want to see from all of our guys when they touch the floor. It's just play like that. I'm proud of Jackson.
Coach, Donovan Mitchell had a much more impactful game tonight. What do you feel like made the biggest difference? Was there any difference in the way that you guys guarded him, or did he just kind of go off on his own?
No, I think, he just he settled down and he picked his spots, and he didn't try to force anything. He got his teammates involved. When he didn't have anything, it was a kick-out 3, and when he saw opportunities, he attacked the seams. And so he's that type of player. He's dynamic, really good change of pace, strong, physical. So we got to do a better job guarding guys like him.
And what about you guys didn't knock your first 3 until the third quarter? Was there a difference between tonight and last night?
We spent a lot of energy last night fighting to win that game, and I thought we looked a little tired tonight. But with that being said, we have to push through fatigue. These are the type of games we have to give ourselves an opportunity to win, and credit to the Jazz. They came out and they just played with force. They played with energy. They made shots tonight. And, it's an opportunity for us to go back, look at the tape, look at the film, and see where we can get better.
How do you feel splitting the game series with them over the last 2 nights?
Look, we want to win every game, but compared to where we were, I told the guys in the locker room in preseason to where we are now, we can see that we're getting better, we're building, and this is a tough place to come and play, and a really tough team. So I'm proud of our guys that they came in. We got one the first game, but just didn't have enough tonight.
All right, let's go to Zoom.
Hey, Willie, how much of that did you feel like was just great shot making by Utah, and how much of that was things you guys could have done better on defense?
It was a combination. This is a team that I believe they're number 1 in offensive efficiency, so this is what they do. Look, we don't want to take anything away from them, but yet and still we have to bring more toughness, more know-how, and we can't let their shot making take us out of running our offense. And I thought to a degree that's what happened tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
progress.
You had a pretty good performance tonight individually, almost a double-double. How do you feel like you played tonight?
I mean, I think it was not enough. I think I could do more things on the court to help my team. You know, obviously, all the credit for the Utah Jazz. They play great. They play hard. They play more physical than us. We knew that was coming from the beginning, especially after yesterday's game. So, you know, I think it's a good game to learn, you know, about it. And, you know, game is over, back to back. We got one now. Looking for that game in LA.
Yeah, you guys obviously struggled from three-point range, but you and Valanciunas actually had quite a bit of success on the interior, especially against Gobert. How do you guys try to attack him?
I mean, we know he's really, you know, talented blocking shots, and but we try to use our speed, you know, and we're strong too, so we gotta attack him, you know, play and read the angles, and just try to make him move and don't be in his position. So I think we try to do that job, you know, put him on pick and rolls, try to move him side to side. But obviously it was not enough because they make a lot of shots. We miss a lot of shots as well, but we try to do our best.
Defensively, you guys gave up a lot of three-pointers. A much different story today as opposed to last night. What was the difference? What allowed them to hit so many big shots?
I think they just didn't miss. They have a great night. Obviously, after a bad night yesterday, they've been missing a lot. Today, I think they shoot over 50% on threes. So they make, I don't know, 23 plus 23. So all the credit for them. They play hard. They wanted more as well. So all the credit for the Utah Jazz. And for us, it's a learning experience. For example, for young guys, after a dub like yesterday for us, winning in their home, we gotta know that they're gonna play much harder than yesterday. So they did that. All the credit for there, and we are looking just for the next game for us.
And what's your mindset? I mean, you split a series that you were probably weren't favored in either of those games. You guys win last night, you lose tonight. How do you guys feel about the outcome of this trip?
I mean, this is a progress with us. You know, it's trying to get better every day. Yesterday, I think it was a huge step up for us. We go better, we compete, and today we just play against a really Western Conference team, you know, and we want to be like that team, you know, playing the playoff, try to fight for big things. So it's a learning experience. Now it's time for us to keep learning, keep working, watch the film. And like I said, we have another big game coming in LA against the Clippers. So yes, we gotta fight harder and try to win it more and try to fight to get the win in LA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we go to Zoom?
Hey, Billy, I mean, that team, they just have so many guys who can handle the ball, pass the ball, and of course the shooting. Just what kind of challenges that defensively, you know, trying to stop that team when they're on, like tonight?
I mean, it was really hard, honestly. They've been one of the best teams offensively. They're playing with a lot of pace. Today they really run the court up and down. They really serve the ball, and they knock down shots. So, you know, for us, we knew that it's going to be a hard game. I think they come with the mentality that they wanted more, and they play more physical than us. And, you know, like I said before, I think we got to take this game as a learning experience. And knew in a back-to-back, if we win in the first game at their home, next game is going to be a total different environment. So, you know, credit to the Utah Jazz. For us, I hope it's going to be a learning experience. And we just try to be ready for the next game. That's our mentality. Learn and get better every day, and I'm looking forward for the next step.
Thanks, Billy. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. A much different outcome, you know, tonight as opposed to last night. You guys, struggled to shoot the three well. What do you feel like the difference was between the two games?
The difference was they made shots tonight. They made shots that was, I think they were over 70% from the three-point line in the first half. And it's hard to come back from that, especially if you're knocking down threes over and over and over again. But they had much more pace to their offense. They were more physical with us on the defensive end, and they just made shots.
Now, what you guys, split this series with the Utah Jazz. What's the mindset after leaving Utah, going one-on-one?
Well, if we look at it as we got better, we look back to the preseason. Granted, I didn't play, but they beat us by a margin, and to come in the first night and being able to battle with a playoff team and us being so young, it's good for us and in our building. So we take this loss and we try to get better for next game.
Donovan Mitchell had a much different game tonight than he did last night, much more productive. What makes it so difficult to defend a guy like that?
Well, he can do a lot of things on the basketball floor. He's aggressive downhill. He can shoot the three. And what makes it the most difficult is when you have players around that have the same IQ as you. Rudy Gobert, that sets really, really good hard screens that frees him up every time down the basketball floor. And then you have guys on the wing that can shoot the ball really well. That's hard to defend.
And what do you try to learn from a game like tonight, where you just don't shoot the ball very well, but you still have some good things?
We learned that we just have to find a way. Bad shooting nights, maybe we up our defense a little bit and we try to get some easy points in transition. We just go back and look at the film and try to figure out ways that when we don't have good shooting nights, how we can figure out a way to still be confident in everything that we're doing and executing and try to win the ball game.
We got some Zoom questions?
Hey, Brandon, Willie said he felt like their shot making took you guys out of what you wanted to do offensively at times in this game. Just what did you see there?
It slowed our execution down a bit. We had some possessions where it was one pass, one shot, where the other night we executed a little bit better. But like I said, it's hard trying to come back when teams are knocking down threes after three after three.
I guess Christian took a little bit of what I was going to ask. I guess looking back, just what positives can you take from the trip, knowing that you guys did, have a much better game on Friday night?
We're really, really good when we up our defensive pressure and rebound the basketball and we play with pace. And I think that's any team, but especially for our youth, when we play with pace, we are really, really good. We got to be better on back-to-back nights. Whatever we have to do, we have to be more locked in, and especially knowing when we beat a team on their home floor, that they're going to come back extra physical and be extra sharp. So we just have to match the intensity.
Is it?
Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon.